In this video, we will demonstrate how to properly sterilize your dental instruments. Before starting the sterilization process, make sure that you have on the appropriate personal protective equipment. This includes your lab shoes, lab gown, mask, protective eyewear, and utility gloves. This is all for your own safety. Once you are finished with patient procedure and have dismissed your patient, put your instruments in the cassette. Close the cassette and wrap it with the blue sterilization paper. Once the cassette is wrapped in the sterilization paper, it is now ready to be transferred to the sterilization area. For the pre-cleaning procedure, we will use the instrument washer to pre-clean our contaminated instruments. Insert the drain inside the instrument washer at its appropriate place. Load the cassette in the rack and close the washer door. Turn on the instrument washer by pressing the on-off button and wait for the water to fill up. Press the cycle start push button once the water level is complete. Once the cycle is complete, open the washer door and retrieve your cassette. In order to prepare the washer for a new cycle, the washer needs to be drained. To drain the washer, press the on-off button, remove the drain, and press the drain button until all of the water has been emptied from the washer tank. You will hear a gurgling sound when the water is fully drained. Try the cassette and instruments with a blue towel. At this time, examine your instruments for any missing or damaged pieces and replace as needed. This will also be the time to lubricate any instruments to prevent rusting. Place a sterilization strip in the cassette and close the cassette. Wrap the cassette with the sterilization paper to prepare it to be autoclaved. Make sure to use the autoclave tape and not the masculine tape. The autoclave tape is the one with the stripes and will change color once a certain temperature in the autoclave has been reached. Once the cassette is wrapped, take a marker from the dirty container. Put your initials, locker number, and today's date. The cassette is now ready to be autoclaved. To operate the autoclave, press the green power control button and press pack settings. Make sure not to overload the autoclave. Check the water level. If the water level is too high, the screen will indicate it. Remove the tube and drain the water if necessary. This is where you will add distilled water if necessary. Close the door. You should hear a slight locking sound when the door is properly closed. Press the start button. Once the cassette has been autoclaved, put on heat-resistant gloves before handling the cassette. You will hear a beeping sound when the cycle has been completed. Instruments are now ready to be removed and stored. Lisa is used for handpieces and burrs. Turn on the Lisa by pressing the on button. Place handpieces and burrs inside the packs and load them inside the Lisa with the paper side up. If necessary, you will fill the water reservoir at the top of the Lisa. If directed by the screen, to empty the wastewater contents, you will do this by plugging in the drainage hose into the gray connector and draining the water into a bucket. When you are done, remove the hose, close the door, and select the desired cycle from the touchscreen. Any loose instruments that you might have will go in the statum. Place the loose instruments in the sterilization packs and place the packs paper side up into the cassette. Close the cassette by putting the lid on top. Place the cassette back into the statum. You will hear a slight click upon putting the cassette inside the statum. Check the water level. Add distilled water if necessary. Also check the water bottle. If the waste bottle needs to be emptied, empty the bottle into the sink and place the bottle back into its appropriate place. If the screen indicates that there is too much water, this is the tube you will use to drain the excess water. Choose the appropriate cycle and press start. Cycle complete will be displayed on the screen once the cycle has been completed. This is our presentation of how to properly use sterilization equipment. We hope you guys enjoyed it.